Should you use implied odds or pot odds in poker? Imagine you're sitting at the poker table and the cards are dealt. You're staring at a possible straight draw, but you're not sure if calling is worth it. Should you relying on the current size of the pot or think about what might come next? That's where understanding the difference between pot odds and implied odds comes into play. Both are tools to help you decide whether to call, raise, or fold, but they serve different purposes. Pot odds are straightforward. You compare the size of the current pot to the amount you need to call. For example, if the pot has $100 and it costs $10 to call, your pot odds are 10-1. If your chances of completing your hand are better than that ratio, calling makes sense. If not, folding is usually the better move. This calculation helps you make quick, immediate decisions based on what's in front of you. Implied odds go a step further. They estimate how much more money you could win in future betting rounds if you hit your hand. Say you're on a flush draw, and the pot is small, but you believe your opponent will bet more later if you complete your flush. If you think you can win an additional $50 or even $100 on future bets, that can justify a call even if the current pot odds don't fully support it. Implied odds are especially useful when you're drawing to hands like straights or flushes, where hitting can lead to a big payout. In practice, you start with pot odds to see if a call is justified right now. If the immediate ratio looks unfavorable, consider implied odds if you believe you can win more chips later. For example, if you have a drawing hand and the current pot odds suggest folding, but you expect your opponent to bet more in the future, you might decide to call. This depends on factors like how deep the stacks are, your position, and how likely your opponent is to pay off a big hand. In cash games with deep stacks, implied odds are more reliable because there's more money to win later. But in short stack or tournament situations, where chips are limited, pot odds tend to be more accurate because future betting potential is smaller. To sum up, use pot odds for quick, clear decisions based on the current game state. Use implied odds when you think hitting your hand will lead to winning more chips later. Both requiring practice and judgment, but mastering them helps you make smarter choices and can boost your winnings over time. Knowing when to relying on each can turn the tide in your favor, especially in games like Texas Holdem, where drawing hands and multiple betting rounds are common.